I would just be like, we about to do some shit. I would go.
Do some shit. Hey guys, welcome to Help Me Help You. Life's hard. Let me help you. My name is Jose Marion Gomez, and this week I'm honored to present you with my first guest, Dave Sykes.
Sup?
Dave, I like to think you're a very intelligent man, and
I like to think so too. I would hope so.
I hope so too. Alright, well we're gonna start off with the first email. Cool? So our first email comes from a female viewer. We're gonna call her Skylar. She has some friendship issues, and I believe you can help her out, man.
Maybe.
Alright, I hope so. Here we go. So, Skylar says, "Hey, I hope your day is going great. I would like to have some advice from the best. Lol, I've had a minor problem the past few weeks. I'm gonna go ahead and get into my question. A couple months ago, I received a new neighbor in my apartments. We are both in the same cheer squad and in the same grade level, so we became super close over the last couple months. She is kind of a popular girl, and I'm basically a no one. I consider her my best friend, but I get the feeling I'm not hers, mostly because she might be embarrassed of me. Her last best friend before she moved was totally super pretty and popular, and they have known each other since forever. But honestly, this other girl barely talks to her anymore, unless they are hanging out together. We never had problems, but I'm thinking I shouldn't get too attached. What should I do?"
So it's a hard one. I think everyone's gone through that. I think everyone has had those friendship issues in their life. You know, there's somebody who, you know, makes you feel insecure, or because of the way they are, like they're prettier, or you think they're prettier, or whatever.
So I think insecurity issues, right?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is that you have to always be aware that you have to be comfortable with yourself. You know, friends are friends no matter what. I think once you can look past your... Obviously, nobody can look past their own insecurities.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just something we all struggle with, you know. But as long as I think you
just don't want her to put too much like focus on her friend. Like, don't let her friend be your source of confidence. Like, as the kind of, I guess the whole, you know, cheesy kind of come from within kind of deal.
Yeah. Because, like, you know, I don't want to be a bitch, but like, she's not your only friend, and you're not her only friend, you know.
And she shouldn't be.
Yeah, but it's good. You know, maybe you should, because you're both friends with her, you should all try being friends. You know, that's how friend group. I'm just trying to say it.
I understand. You know, like a little group friendship thing.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm getting is like, this other friend is not even in the picture anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming she moved away.
Or
like,
something.
Yeah, I mean, but honestly, this other girl barely talks to her anymore unless they are hanging out together. Well, when else will they talk? But as far as that goes, I feel like I wouldn't worry about her being friends with other people. That's almost like a selfish kind of thing, you know?
Yeah,
like, hey, like, don't be jealous of like your friends.
Right. But also, you know, friends are temporary.
Right.
You know, people move on and you meet new people. You know, Jose and I, we haven't seen each other in God, how long?
Oh no, this is the first time we've seen each other in like 2 years, maybe a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, close about that.
But we're still pretty good friends, you know, so I don't think it's super important that you have to be really close just to be friends. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, you wouldn't say you've ever had like an issue with like a best friend? Do you have a best friend?
No, nobody likes me.
Nobody likes you that much. You've never had like one friend that like really...
Like, say I wasn't serious.
Alright, fine, alright. So, one friend, you have one like solid friend that you think of like, man, what if like you one day found out that he didn't like you as much as you thought he did? How would that like impact you?
Well, I like boys, so that's probably more impactful.
Okay.
All of my girlfriends that I have, it's hard sometimes for me because, you know, a lot of my best friend, you know, I guess I can say her name.
Oh, yeah, sure.
My best friend Sydney, you know, she will hang out sometimes with my other girlfriends without inviting me, but just because they want to have a girls' night, you know, that's not because it's just like me.
Because you're in a weird situation at that point.
Yeah, it's weird for me.
Yeah, it's
you know, I don't want to be like, bitch, you didn't invite me, but then...
But you do feel like that jealousy aspect where you like, you wish you were there.
But like, those are also my friends that she's hanging out with. So I'm pissed that I didn't get invited. But it wasn't because they don't like me.
Maybe there's other reasons you weren't invited.
You know what to say? We can just stop right now.
I mean, if you're friends with all of them, why wouldn't they invite you?
Because I'm a dude, and it's...
But, I guess I don't know. Alright, fair enough.
Jose making me rethink my life.
I'm just saying. I hope I don't make you rethink everything.
Okay.
Alright, okay, so...
Next email?
You think we've adequately answered that one?
Yeah, I think... I move on.
Alright, so to answer your question, just don't get too strung up on like one friend being your I guess the way I see it, yeah, I guess the way I see it is that you're putting too much like
energy.
of your you're like putting too much. Like you're valuing yourself too much based off of her. Like you don't want one person to be your foundation of like your own self-esteem, you know? I guess that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I see that.
That makes sense. I don't know if you can explain it better.
No, I feel.
Alright, well I hope
good.
I hope that clears you up. But yeah, one friend doesn't have to be your only friend. You can make more friends. Okay, cool. That's that. Moving on. This one's also from a girl. We're gonna call her Marie. Marie. Alright, so Marie says, "Sup, Jose. My ex-boyfriend and I developed a friendship last year, which was awesome, and it turned into a relationship, which was awful. He's extremely jealous, moody, irrational, possessive, selfish, and generally just a dick. We broke up officially in August. Now we are just friends. We have a great time together, and it feels like when we first started being friends again. But he's still very jealous of any other guys. This is inhibiting my ability to meet new people. I know I will never ever get back together with him, but I want to keep him as a friend. But I'm also interested in someone else. I feel like I feel like that can't develop while he is still jealous. If he knew I was interested in someone else, I don't think we'd be friends anymore. What do you suggest? Love, Marie." Okay. Well, this isn't too unique of a problem, right?
No, but I definitely think that you know, I know you said that you want to still stay friends, but don't.
No, you don't believe in like friendships after relationships?
No, all of my. You have to understand, my dating pool is very small.
Oh, okay.
So some of my good friends are ex-boyfriends of mine, but it's not. They're not toxic. It's not bad relationships. I think when you have someone in your life that is that. It drags you down. It's a toxic relationship, you know.
He says he's very jealous, irrational, possessive.
Yeah, you don't need that in your life. Drop him, you know.
But like, I know like in the situation for like other situations that I know of that are kind of similar to this one, you know, a relationship is based off like a best friend.
Yeah.
Like you guys got into a relationship for a reason, I'm assuming. Right. So is it really that easy to just kick someone out of your life?
I think.
Because she says things are going back to how when they used to be friends.
Yeah, but
the problem here is that he's still jealous.
But he's the one that's causing it. You know what I'm saying? Like she doesn't. Obviously, we don't know his side of the stories. We don't know if she's being like similar in other kind of ways or whatever to him. But I think it just takes time. Some of my best friends that I have right now, we dated and it was a bad breakup, and we didn't even talk for like I hated that person for a whole year just because, you know. But then. Even my other friends I didn't date, my friends that are girls, you know, that we may have had a fight or whatever, and we didn't talk for a year. I know my friend Vivian, that was the case with us, but now we're almost inseparable.
I think you became best friends after that?
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of giving each other some space and allowing things to move on. So when you give each other that space, like don't talk to each other. If you see each other, say hi, be cordial, but I think if you give each other space and you allow each other to find new people, find new friends or whatever, you may come back 6 months later and be like, wow, I was really stupid, you know, I'm so sorry for this, can we move on? And it will be super easy. And I think it's just gonna be good for you.
Does it sound like this person's even like a good friend though?
Like, I think sometimes, I can't tell you if this person's a good friend based on a paragraph.
We don't know this person, but like, from what we have, from what we can understand, this dude doesn't sound like that great of a person.
I mean,
like
bad people.
Because the thing is, like, he's inhibiting her from getting into other relationships. She's clearly already wanting somebody.
Yeah.
So,
but I also feel like that's her inhibiting herself. He's literally like what he says. The reason he's inhibiting her is because what he says matters.
Oh, so you think he should just like not give a crap?
If you don't give a shit, it's not gonna make a difference.
Yeah. It's fair enough.
So it's his fault, but it's also. You have to take some responsibility for moving yourself on.
Okay, so it's more of like a willpower issue, where you have to kind of like I understand the issue because I can't imagine ever like just breaking someone off and just kicking
well, you don't do it just like
well, that's what you're suggesting though. Like you have to
you can just like stop talking to them. You don't have to be like I fucking hate you.
All right, let's assume they're friends. Like if they're friends like they used to before they started dating. Well, that's when that's when like it's most. I guess most pure, most innocent.
Have you never cut somebody off?
I haven't.
You never cut somebody off? Okay, it's easy.
I'm awful at it.
Cutting people off is super easy. You just like gradually. Like you just like
you guys. Let's say they hang out like every single day. Like you have to like actively at one point just be like, hey, stop coming over.
okay.
Or like, hey, stop texting. Or you just kind of like drift apart kind of thing.
Or you don't say, hey, stop texting me. You just don't reply, or you just stop gradually replying. Like you can text them back occasionally, but you know every other time they text you, don't reply.
Okay.
Don't,
so it's basically like something you have to like work on.
It's a slow process. You don't just be like, bye, bitch. But.
Okay. So that's saying, all right. So to answer her question, she says if he knew he was interested in someone else, I don't think we'd be friends anymore. Be interested in someone else. Forget it. I mean, if that makes it easier, then go for it. You know, pursue someone else. He won't want to be your friend anymore then.
I'm slouching.
Right? So that'll be fine. But like, if that'll be his issue, then I'm sure that'll chase him off.
No.
I'm sure he'll be upset, but
he'll get over it.
I guess the idea is that you're not supposed to care anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's it for this week. Thank you, Dave, for being here.
Absolutely welcome.
Really appreciated your help. More than you know.
Beautiful house.
Oh, dude. The setting, well, unfortunately, will not be the setting we always use, but, you know, maybe I can find something as glorious. Anyway, remember, if you guys have any issues or have a friend or know of anybody, or are related to anybody even, you know, shit, I don't know what I'm going
Send
with
us their problems.
Send us their problems. Yeah, there we go. Help us with that. The email is hmhyshow, I think I did that wrong, hmhyshow@gmail.com. Thank you for writing in, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Deuce.
Good job.
Appreciate you. Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
I did the Spider-Man thing.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, that's weird.
why?
I knew you. I don't know. I just can't. I'm an awkward person today.
I mean, no, that's fine. A little awkward. Just like Spider-Man. I guess. You gay.